Hello, Sunshine community and Bingathon viewers. Welcome back to more exciting Super Mario Sunshine lockout, bingo, lockout, some form of words action. I'm Deathline. I'm joined by Despin. Hello, Despin.
Good evening, Deathline. How are you doing?
Doing good. I somehow won my match and I get to play Sunshine for another week.
Well, spoilers. Not everyone's watched your match. It was a pretty interesting match from what I've heard. Either way,
It
yeah,
was a
I'm
blast.
excited to watch Game and Breadghost here. Game came out on top of Road Control in game one.
Yep.
We're going into Invasion now.
Bread's choice of invasion. Bread definitely likes invasion, so.
Oh yeah, he's very well known for liking the Invasion, and I immediately see an 11 Delfino in the corner. Corner's always a really awkward space for the first goal. Can mean a
Wow.
lot of different things.
Row 1. Holy blues.
That is, yeah, that's quite some blues there.
Column
Um,
5 also has some blues there as well, though a little bit
very
less
true.
centralized, I feel. Well, maybe more
You could
centralized.
kind of move your way down from with blues with Love and Elfino, 3 Fruit Ladies, 20 Bianco Blues, 50 totals, that kind of thing.
Yeah, sets up well for 20 from 2, and you want those totals goals on that end of the board.
Very true. The opposite
Uh,
end of that row is Rico hidden, so there's a decent chance it could end up at Rose.
you got 3
Um,
from 4, you got 2H1L, which goes well with Rico. Um,
oh, true.
Wiggler, which is kind of meh, but you also have 3 from 4, and then 4 uniques, and 4 gelato on that side of the card. 1 turbo's also
Oh,
over
yeah.
there. Gelato
Actually,
hundreds.
wait a
So
second.
definitely,
Wiggler's not that bad.
yeah. 3
Gelato,
hiddens over in row
you'll
2, actually.
survive.
So yeah, definitely workable.
3 hiddens. Huh.
And then column 1 is kind of not great.
Yeah, the other thing I was mentioning was like, yeah, potentially after 11 Delphine, you could click 3 secrets if you rushed that. Potentially.
Mhm.
Although you're probably not doing that if the other person does Fruit Ladies. So
Yeah, you probably want to do
honestly,
11 Delfino to Fruit Ladies, right?
yeah, this is probably a really,
Yeah.
really straightforward card where somebody's gonna rush 11 Delfino, or both of them. One of them's gonna win, and the other side's gonna do Rico. There's just I don't see any other viable things unless they just don't want to do rows. I mean, row one's not bad. I mean, I haven't considered the minutia of it, but
Yeah,
let's
row
see.
1 honestly kind of just feels like rush 11 Delfino, rush 3 Fruit Ladies, and then just get as many blues as you can as fast as possible, and then get 3 hiddens and 5 reds to just build this ultimate wall of defense on that side of the board. Because
Yeah,
1 episode 8 for Noki, meh, and then you're set up for 6 reds. You probably have a good amount of level shines by then, hopefully, compared
yeah.
to row
Securing good
5.
stuff in row three is going to be pretty important because 12 levels is going to take a while. 7 links is kind of rough. Um, I mean, it's not the worst, but like row three feels like it's kind of time consuming, So you want to
Mhm.
make sure you get 1 or 2 of those if it's in your route. So yeah, hiddens plus reds kind of look good from row one, yeah, along with blues.
Row 5 still has some juice, though, right? Because you can do Rico Hidden into Bianco 20 plus Turbo Unlock, and then just save some of that Gelato progress. And then you're still, in the game for
Hmm.
blues and reds with
You th-
Bianco
you
4
think
Ground
you think row
300.
five can win Bianco 20?
Uh,
I'm not
Probably
seeing it.
not.
I
Probably
mean,
not, but
so
it
you
depends
imagine,
on what row 1 focuses, right? Because if row 1 just does 11 Delfino with 3 for release straight into 20 from Bianco, is that really the best call?
I don't
I guess it
know.
would get you turbo, potentially.
Yeah, you do 20 Bianca Blues into that turbo that cuts off that gelato value. That's actually a very strong play. That feels like, and then you've got your pick of something in row five at some point. Yeah, honestly, the person. See, it's like you either go for 11 Delfino or you go for Rico hidden, and it's like, do you spend the time going for because like if you just go for Rico hidden, you'll save yourself some time, and maybe you can get those 20 Bianco Blues, maybe.
Yeah. And then on the other
Man,
end,
I don't
it's
know.
if it's an 11 Delfino race and you lose, you just kind of cry.
Right, because you're probably not winning 20 Bianco Blues at that point after wasting or spending 2 minutes on that. So,
Yeah.
hmm. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, does any of them seem like the clear favorite for 11 Delfino's Rush? Like, is one of them just way better at it?
I think game might be slightly favored, but I would say it's usually pretty even for 11 Delfino if you know the fastest 11 Delfino route.
Minus
You
sewer
gotta do
coconut, because sewer coconut is cringe.
yes. Well, yeah, minus that because that's hard, but gotta do 2 jelly skips first try, and that's nerve-wracking at the start of a match. So
Yeah, it's true. The sewer blues can be a little awkward, and then the bird at the end honestly can be a huge troll, I've found.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's just a lot of variants. Honestly, it can just be kind of a coin flip.
Yeah, I
But
wouldn't say it's like an immediate win if you lose, right? Like if
oh,
both
not
players
at all.
race 11
Not at all.
Delfino and then you get stuck in row 5 or whatever, it's not like an immediate loss, but
It's just
you're
you've got to
definitely
play
like
somewhat differently
yeah, you're
because
definitely like down like 2 minutes now.
and those blues probably won't be much value for you from row 5. Honestly, yeah, row 5 doesn't like blues at all.
Like
Um
50 totals with row 4, like cool.
yeah, how do you get
Still
50
not
totals?
winning
Because
20 Bianca
you
Blues.
if you win 50 totals, you're just like not doing any of your other goals. There's just no point to it. But yeah, you could see Rico hitting it into I don't know, perhaps like kind of a 4 unique bosses kind of thing.
Mhm.
You use those kind of on your way to pin a get links while you're in those worlds, possibly.
Yeah.
If you wanted to try to make a play for some of the red coins, or if somehow 3 hiddens is still available, something like that.
Yeah.
Because if row
Yeah.
1 just hard rushes blues, maybe there's kind of an opportunity for row 5 to sneak in there.
Row 5 is just gotta get a little creative with their routing and be able to react well. Because like
Yeah.
that's
It's it's
there's
it's the
some
harder side to play for sure.
there are some routes, right? You can steal 7 links and 3 hiddens, or
Yeah.
somehow you win 20 Bianca blues and reds, right? It's not impossible. It's just like you gotta definitely just know what
Yeah.
you're doing with row 5, which is gonna be pretty tough.
Yeah, the
With
turbo is an
11
interesting way in if you go for that.
So game off to open Bianco. Bread
Interesting.
gonna go for jelly skip and maybe do the 11 Delfino rush at the start of the match.
This is, you know, good for both of them, obviously. They'll both kind of be getting what they want. No races here, no sadness just yet.
Okay. Game gets jail blue. Breadghost moving
Yeah, I
along
mean,
happily.
if there's just like a weird scenario where somehow Breadghost doesn't click 11 Delfinos, maybe he wants it later. I don't know.
Right, both players think
Uh,
they're gonna lose an 11 Delfino race, so they end up both racing Rico Hidden.
right, what was that Piano Hundreds game? Was it Danny and PK, right?
Any PK.
It's like, oh, just neither of us are gonna go for it. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I have to imagine game is gonna want to set up
No,
like maybe
very
do a
clean
Shining
from
Bianco
Bread.
here. What's that?
Very clean from Bread.
Yeah, this is good so far.
Confident. I get nervous no matter when I do jelly skip.
Hmm.
Like it's not really that difficult, but it's just like always that looming fear of just being that too far right, and then you get stuck in
Oh,
jail,
for sure.
jelly
And
jail, and then
like,
you just sad have to save workout
yeah,
or stop
and like
practicing out,
you'll
whatever.
do it 100 times in practice, but as soon as there's nerves involved, it's like, well, what if I fail? But yeah, we're gonna see what game wants here in Bianco. I imagine just be a quick Bianco 2, Bianco 3, something like that. Just get
Mm-hmm.
access to all these Bianco blues.
So yep, 11 Delfino for Bread, nice corner goal. Uh, Game is now stuck with either column 1 or row 5. Is there a way for game to make this column 1? Probably not.
Turbo? I mean,
Turbo before
yeah,
Bread resets and does
Turbo.
3 free ladies?
Right, that's the other thing.
Probably
I
not, but
mean,
not impossible, I suppose.
is there a chance Bread wants columns? Oh, game, that's so sad.
Right, with the
Um,
20 Bianca blues, that would be interesting. Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. I'm trying to think. Yeah, Turbo from it'd be gamestabled. Yeah, I mean, Turbo before Fruit Ladies, probably not. No, no, that's like minutes away from now. It's also another minute for this fight, another minute something for Bianca 3, another minute for to get to the Turbo or so.
Yeah. All right, like, well, 3 for is not the fastest, so
That is
still,
true.
still probably beats the Turbo Rush here, but also I don't know
I,
if you really want to
mm,
just take column 1 anyways. You might as well just set up for row
yeah,
5.
maybe he wants 20 Bianca Blues. Maybe he wants to make that happen. We'll see if he resets Plaza here. Going for the linked, he definitely will want that at some point if he's playing row 1.
It's insane to me that Bread had all this time to watch the cutscene, chase Shadow Mario down, get a linked, and still enter Bianca before
Hmm.
the game finishes the shine.
Yeah, and no Plaza reset, no Fruit Ladies, so
Interesting.
he really, yeah, he wants columns. I mean, we didn't even think about columns because it just seemed like the natural conclusion, but
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
game could be running to Turbo here. In addition to Bread running to 20 Bianco Blues.
mhm.
What would that look like? Because we haven't even looked at the card from that angle. It's still very blues heavy. You're still gonna
Yeah,
like a lot of this stuff. You've got,
Bread is still happy regardless, I think, no matter what ends up happening with rows or
I think
columns at
so.
this point.
I don't know what your path is to 20 from 2 though. You have to get through column 3, which is I don't know if you're doing Rico hidden. I'm not really sure. Probably
Oh man,
not,
I
right?
think Bread might do. Honestly, Bread has an option to just like get 20 blues in Rico and then get 20 blues in Gelato while picking up hiddens or something like that. Because how does game get across? How does game get any clicks other than one turbo? He doesn't get 3 secrets for a while, so.
Very true. This will be the first, and like, yeah, if it's columns game, would be looking at 3 Fruit Ladies himself, to get something done on column 2. You run around, do 4 unique bosses, 3 from 4, Prague. I honestly don't know how to play this. I just look at this card, it's like, well, as soon as it goes from, you spend like 10 minutes being like, oh yeah, this is totally going to be Rose. As soon as
Yeah.
it's not Rose, it's like, oh no, what am I doing? This is so
Yeah,
rough.
kind of similar to a previous match today, where one section of Invasion got discussed and ended up being the other half, and then we're like,
Mm.
really? So I still think, yeah, I still think Bread is happy either way with Rose or Columns.
I think so. But
Just
he
like
really seems to be expecting columns at this point.
4 unique, 6 reds, and 20 from 2 in column 2 for game stable is just like kind of painful. Kind of painful.
Yeah. It's 4 uniques. There's not really any Serena on here. Just to speak of.
Right? Like, you'd probably want to do PD Blooper Mecha Wiggler as your 4, but even then,
Oh,
that's like
true. Yikes.
pain.
Yeah. Okay, so if you do that, how are you getting into column 4 to get that gelato, I wonder? That's got to be a later play.
Level
That's got to
shines?
be a lot later. What's that?
Level shines? Question
Level
mark.
shines? Well, yeah, you'd have to do something to secure a level lead before you go into gelato because you're not winning level shines with gelato.
Yeah, for sure.
Unless, well,
I mean,
Breadghost's going to
Bread is
be kind of blues focused, so
yeah,
maybe.
been in forever picking up blues, so that definitely hampers your shine
Yeah, Turbo and
getting.
Wiggler and um hmm, just like something to get you 12 level shines before you go. or like on the way to gelato. You know, I don't know.
Hmm.
Red going back in after Bianco 3, right?
Yep. Game Enrico finishing up Rico 1. Probably just kind of setting up for anything that may happen to him.
Oh sure, yeah. He's doesn't seem to care too much which row he's in, or yeah, if it's rows or columns. Otherwise, he would have probably gone for that turbo.
Yep. Doing
Which
both Rico
means,
and
hmm,
Bianca sets you up well for row 5 and column 1 for the most part.
yeah, Breadghost is going to do 20 Bianco blues here. He didn't need to get that windmill just yet. That's doing that a little out of order, but that's okay.
So let's see. Bread entered with 13.
I should have been
Correct.
looking. So 11 Delfinos. He actually
Plus
got
the
13
linked.
Delfinos because of the linked. Yeah, so
So
it would have to be
30,
13.
33 would be the magic number for
Yeah,
bread.
there's nowhere else he could have gotten blues from. So yeah,
Game.
we were really feeling Rose for Breadghost. It's an interesting turn. We'll have to see why he preferred columns later. Because your column 4 is not especially good either. Like we talked about column 2,
No.
but column 4 is kind of,
Yeah. I mean, 6 totals you want anyways, but 5 reds, gelato hundreds, 4 gelato, and 2 H1L.
I mean, maybe you do that gelato stuff from the other side of the board. I don't know how you're getting through row 3. Well, 2 hiddens in gelato. I mean, you get 3 hiddens. You get Bianco hidden, and then the 2 gelato hiddens, and then another gelato shine for gelato 100. But you're not
Oh,
getting turbo
game.
with that.
No.
Oh, what happened? Oh
Should
no.
have tried Enrico too.
Uh,
Ada. Ada face plant against the
oh, was he on the
wall.
blooper? Oh, he doesn't even
Yeah.
do blooperless. Okay.
That's a tragic, like, 20 to 30-second death.
Dang. But yeah, it didn't cost him Rico hidden. Like it's not. It shouldn't have been close. I mean, maybe it will be close. We'll see how Bread does Bianco 20, but
Red
needs
still
6
needs some
more.
of the slower blues from here, so
Exactly.
some rocket stuff doesn't go too well, and then could end up being Rose if game gets back in and finishes hidden quickly enough.
Yeah. Have to be some major scuffed gameplay at that point to make that happen.
Yeah.
Is he not? He's not getting the NPC. Okay.
He
This is
may
how
get
it
it on,
starts.
yeah, he may get on the way back to do like Bianco 3 reds as part of his 3 hiddens,
Uh,
but
I guess.
I also think at this point you might as well just commit hard and get the blues first, like
Oh boy.
ASAP.
I don't know. This might take. Game only needs like another minute and 10 from here. Oh man, this might still be Call or Rose.
That death is like super looking.
Oh,
Oh,
Bread Ghost. Wait, he can wall jump. Oh, he should charge a rocket. That would have been
yeah.
sick.
That death definitely costing game potentially, but Brett also having
I don't think it
some
will. I don't think Bread's getting
time.
these Bianco 20.
Yeah,
Which
this
it won't be the end of
bow
the world because he'll just have to do, 3
fruit
fruit
ladies.
ladies to get it. Oh, that's really weird.
Yeah, nice upward flip stuff.
This reminds me of me versus Peaches, not having practiced Bianco 20 and then just having a total disaster the whole time. Good times. One
Oh,
more. It's the
yeah, game
NPC. He'll get
not
it.
getting that NPC might have ended up costing this. Does
Yeah, well,
does
just
game
one
click it?
fall. One fall cost it. Game's not
Game doesn't
clicking.
even click.
He's not clicking. What?
Does red click?
Why did he do that if he didn't click? Bread's
Red's
not
not
clicking
clicking.
either. What is happening? What? Wait, does he not
Getting
know he has
trolled.
20? He doesn't
Getting
know.
trolled
He doesn't know he has
now.
20. Press Z, Bread Ghost. Press Z. Does he- How does he not know?
I'm.
Is
What is happening?
the game is going for 3 hiddens? Kind of like I thought. Kind of. I mean, oh my goodness.
I don't think I've ever seen a match where both players get a goal and didn't just not click it either to confirm
In Invasion,
a
specifically,
base.
yes. Oh, Fred, careful.
I
This is unprecedented. I cannot imagine what's going through either of their heads.
like Game
To
has somewhat of an excuse, but Bread, honestly, in my opinion, doesn't have an excuse for not clicking it at this point, since he clearly didn't want 3 ladies for Rose.
Red is scaring me to death.
I
No.
don't know. Maybe I'm just taking this too hard, but this is like I'm losing my mind because this can definitely just set the entire tone of the match and your entire base, and neither player is opting to click.
I mean, man, game is just deciding, yeah, no, I did this Rico hidden, but I actually want it to be columns. And he's just waiting for that 20 Bianco click. And and I don't know what Brett's thinking.
It's like if Game gets stuck with columns, he's not gonna be able to click 3 hidden and Rico hidden for like quite some time. And then on Bread,
yeah,
then
actually,
he's just like
yeah.
testing the waters of potentially getting set up for Rose, which still wouldn't be the end of the world, but it's like, why did you rush 20 Bianco at that point instead of just doing free ladies if you didn't want to click it, other than just set up?
And Brett's doing another shine. He's going to gelato? Question mark? Oh,
Am I
yeah.
too tiny brain invasion to know what's going on? I'm losing my mind.
I guess they're both just really content no matter what.
That's crazy to me. If I was Game, I'd click Rico hidden at this point. Like, I would want Rose and just work out of gelato.
Yeah, I
Story
guess
over
Bread
here.
could click 3 hiddens if he gets these 3 gelato hiddens, and then click 20 Bianco Blues. I mean, that should theoretically work, unless Game had decided to do a turbo nozzle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, like, it's gonna work, yeah, that's the weird thing. Game and gelato 2, though. Could
Wiggler
be
Rush?
interesting.
Double
Yeah,
corner
I
goals?
mean, I mean, imagine the clicks are 11 Delfino Blues followed by Wiggler Shine at like 25 minutes.
Actually gonna block both players if this
Imagine.
happens.
Imagine, dude.
Like, do not talk to me. I don't
Oh
know
my
how this
gosh.
happened, but just do not. Yeah, Game straight up just doing gelato too.
Yeah, I guess it's good for either Rose or Columns because Wiggler's in the corner. So, I mean, and you got potential for 4 Gelato Shines. Turbo Unlock is, the level right after it.
Okay,
It works for
Bread.
a lot. It's 3 from 4 you get for Wiggler. Like, man. Okay,
Bread
there's 20 beyond. What?
finally making the decision
Why
to
did
click
he?
20 Bianca Blues upon opening gelato hidden.
Oh, I don't get it. I thought he was going for 3 hiddens. I
Is
don't
he gonna
understand.
do 3 hiddens plus gelato hundreds for 4 gelato shines and then like double click into 3 hiddens?
I think that'd be pretty good.
Right? He can also get
But
a
yeah.
ton of blues here for 50 totals, 20 from 2.
Yeah, I guess if he was comfortable with no matter what happened, he wanted to just give or starve game for information for as long as he could. Maybe hope the game would do something incorrect. But I like what game's doing currently. It's good for columns here.
Yep, well, this works out for columns. Right?
Gonna be a
Unique,
unique boss where you don't have to do
Wiggler,
Manta.
54.
Yeah, he'll get 2 of his base, Wiggler and Turbo. Have an opportunity to do Fruit Ladies if he wants. I don't
Isn't
see
too
how Breadghost can get 3 Fruit Ladies. So
isn't too far away from 3 secrets, just needs to do Rico 3 and Rico 4.
yeah, that's kind of why the Rico hidden was strange. It's like, well, you probably want 3 secrets, don't you? But yeah, I don't know.
We'll get Turbo out of Sandbird. Sandbird's a red.
You actually complete Sandbird? Do you? I think you can do Gelato
Good.
hundreds. No, wait, no, 4th Gelato Shine. Never mind, because you can't get 4 Gelato and Gelato 100 because they're on the same column.
Yeah, there's no way you're winning
Uh,
3 hiddens from here. Right? Yeah, no,
no,
because you're
no,
going
he's
to do
got Rico hidden.
Breadghost.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is his
Yeah.
column 3 is Rico hidden. once he gets 3 fruit ladies. So I feel like that'll be his priority once he nabs the turbo here. Ask a question, does he actually do Sandbird or not? I feel like there's not much reason to do it, just because how
Probably
slow it
just
is.
turbo into hidden in
Yeah,
episode
oh
2.
yeah, you can do hidden. That's so smart. That would be your 4th. Wow. See, the gelato is just so underplayed that I literally never thought of that option. It just, you never see it.
I would be inclined to say Bread does Gelato 200s at this point with 20 from here, so he can click 20 from 2 and have 50 totals, but he may choose to not do that. I don't know anymore since this match is just full of decisions I was not prepared to see.
Yeah, I don't know if he should go for 20 from 2 at this point without a column 3 click. His game on his side of the card really isn't going to want 20 from 2 anyway, so why would you rush it? IMO.
Well, it's like you get 3 hiddens once you get 4 Gelato, which
Oh,
you
Breadghost.
may as well do the hundreds for 4 Gelato, since you can double click, which at that point you may as well pick up blue since you're doing hundreds, which if you get 20 while doing the hundreds,
Suppose so.
you have,
It's
you have
not
50
the
totals
worst
and 20
idea.
from 2. And then you
Yeah.
just like block a ton of Gelato progress on that side of the board.
Hmm.
I don't
Oh,
know.
Breadghost.
That's just what I
These
see.
sand blocks are a little scary for Breadghost right now.
Yep. Game delaying Wiggler.
Yep. No
Has no
reason to
real reason to
volunteer that
click it
information.
for a while though.
Oh, for sure. I think he would want to after Fruit Ladies, perhaps. Well, no wait, he could do Turbo Unlock into Fruit Ladies. He wouldn't even have to say that it's Wiggler.
Okay, picking up the hidden here. 3 hiddens for Bread, but can't click it until they have something in column 4.
Yeah, you'd have to imagine it's a Gelato hundreds here. Personally, I wouldn't say do all 20, but you could.
I just don't see a reason to come back, so you might as well at this point.
Is there somewhere else that you would want 20 blues from?
Because, right, like, the only
Hmm.
other total after that is 60, so you don't really need to spend too much more time picking up blues.
That's
Which, like,
true. Hmm.
if game gets it, it's kind of sad for Bread, so you may consider that, which game doesn't really have a reason to do 20 from 2 out of column 1, but
Nah.
there's always that possibility.
I'd say it's something to hold hostage, but we'll see. Game getting out of here. I'm expecting Fruit Ladies. No. Okay. What can game do in column 2? This is what I need to know. 4 uniques.
The long
Wait,
way
yeah, 4
around.
uniques. This is his 4th.
Okay. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4,
if you click
5,
turbo, and 4
6, 7, 8, 9.
uniques.
Okay, so
Hmm.
game's at 9 level shines as well. Though he still probably wants Rico hidden, but he may choose to delay it even further based on the clicks that Bread. Oh no, Bread's just doing Gelato too. Okay.
Wow, he's doing okay.
I would have
Huh.
expected at least 100s, even if you don't pick up blues, but now you can't even
Yeah, what
double
does
click.
Gelato 2 give Bread here? That's crazy.
I suppose it's faster if you want to click 3 hiddens, but
Or 4 Gelato shines, you mean?
or 4 Gelato, yeah, 4 Gelato and 3
Oh,
hiddens.
yeah, for the purpose of clicking 3 hiddens, but I mean, hundreds doesn't take much longer than Gelato 2, and it's another goal that you can click. I don't know. Because
Right?
Gelato 2 itself is like 2.5 minutes, and
Because
hundreds is like maybe like a minute more.
I guess it does open up Wiggler for Bread if he can find a way to somehow get over there, and it will at least be a unique boss, but that's gone now for Bread since game is working on their 4th. Bread is currently at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is their 7th level shine.
Yeah. That's kind of what we expected after Brad doing all
Yeah.
the blues and stuff, so.
Okay,
Yep.
so that's
There's the
4
triple
Gelato
click,
shines.
or double click.
Yep. 4 Gelato shines, 3 hiddens at 36 totals, so not too far away from 50. Can just move up to 3 fruit ladies and just
Oh,
continue
wait a
to not
second.
do
He totally
20.
can do 20 from 2. What was I thinking?
Could do 3 fruit
I
ladies, could
forgot what I was thinking.
do 20 blues from 2. It is pretty well set up for 3 from 4 at this point. So is game, but you could still try for it.
Yeah, Breadghost heading to Rico. I have to wonder what game will click between 12 level shines and one Rico and one Rico hidden. I think probably Rico hidden is
Rico Hidden
what
is
you want to click
probably better since you can.
because you know you're ahead to level shines and you can probably get it still. Right?
Yeah,
You
because.
just need one more click in column 2, which after this you could go and do fruit ladies and make that happen.
Okay, 1 turbo clicked, delaying Wiggler and 4 unique. Maybe fruit ladies now?
That's what I would like to see so that he can secure 12 level shines and Rico hidden, but no, going back in.
Okay. This is his 3rd secret, so that is also understandable.
Oh, true. This is not bad.
This is their 11th level shine, so they just need to do pin a 3 or pin a 2R, which either, I guess, is fine, since you need reds and level shines, and there's 6 pinna out in column 5 if you somehow work your way over there.
Yeah, Brad looks like he wants to do 20 from Rico here. I think that's better. Well, in the scenario where he's not doing gelato hundreds. If he did gelato hundreds, then maybe 20 from there is better. But
Yeah.
outside of that, this is a good place for your 20. Oof, game, that was scary.
It'd be interesting to know when game's gonna click Wiggler in 4 unique, because okay, there's the 3 secrets in 4
There's
unique.
3 secrets and 4 unique. So
Not clicking Wiggler just yet. You do see the 4 gelato and 3 hiddens, so you're probably guessing it was the front 4 shines and gelato that Bread has done if you're game.
you're not seeing what now?
If as game, like when do you click Wiggler? And you have the information that Bread did gelato hidden 1, 1R, and 2 probably with those clicks on the board. So
Oh yeah, with 3 hiddens, yeah.
right, because like
You have to assume it wasn't Wiggler.
Bread's honestly just the 3 fruit ladies and a Wiggler away from that goal, which would just make game kind of cry.
Yeah, I think
All that
so.
progress and time he spent on it. Working on pin a 2R. This is 12 level shines.
So does he just not want to go any farther in Pinna? I haven't really, because this is a red coin shot. I guess this potentially, if your Pinna 3 is bad, then this might be faster. So I could see it.
Yeah, Serena also not really on this card at all. So.
He had like 1 frame to hover there, dude. Come on.
Yeah, so Serena not
my
really too much
gosh.
value, like at all, period. So
No,
Yoshi is
and
really
deep
kind of
Pinna
irrelevant.
besides 6 Pinna is not really a thing. So,
Yeah.
but red coin shines. There's 2 of those goals in column 2 and column 4. So, let's see. How is games 3 from 4? So Bianco, he's got. Am I crazy?
Oh.
Oh, Infinite's kind
Yeah,
of got
Infinite's
spooked there.
trolling Bread. Okay, I'm sorry. What was the question?
3 from 4 progress for game
He
stabled.
has 3 from 3 right now. He just needs 1 more Bianco.
Oh, really? Which one more in Bianco?
Yep. He did Bianco 2 and 3. He has done 3 in Rico, done 3 in Gelato, done 3 in Pinna.
Yeah, this
So
is
this is
really
about
nice,
to
and
get,
this
yeah,
he'll get
super
another
quick.
red coin shine. He's making the rounds with red coins and stuff like this. This is turning out really nice. Yeah, just we kept talking about fruit ladies, but he just was like, yeah,
Eh,
I'll let Breadghost do the slow thing if he
screw your fruit
wants.
ladies. I want
And
shines.
yeah, I mean that's valid.
Bread,
I
having
think
a
that's a call.
yeah. I like Game's routing. Game has very creative routing, which is working out for him quite well with this
Mm,
column 1 play.
I very much agree.
Yeah, Bread kind of having a rough time right now with some of these Rico Blues. Should be at 20 from 2 by now, and has well
Close.
over 50 totals, so...
Very close. Yeah, Brad will probably be looking to make that column 1 steal of 7 links, which Game will not really care about. Game might just not want 1 episode 8 or 7 links at all. He might not care.
Still
All
delaying
right.
removal.
Still, yeah. I mean, he
Yeah.
probably won't click it until he can get either 3 fruit ladies or 6 reds. Honestly, did Game just save warp?
No, he accidentally saved again because he didn't take the damage.
Oh, I see. I was like, why is he save warping out of Bianca? That doesn't save you time to anything.
The best save word possible, moving
Save warp
you
from
5
you
feet
move.
across the plaza.
Yeah, that'd be pretty
Pachenko?
epic.
How many
Yeah,
reds are we at?
just rush 6 reds. I mean, yeah, actually he's rushing 5 reds. That's what he's doing. Even smarter.
Bread has... Oh. Okay, no. Game has 1, 2. This is his third?
So yeah, it'd be Pinna 2, R, Bianco 4, and
Pachenko.
this.
And has
Yeah, his pitching is rough, unfortunate.
Bianco, Penna, and Gelato open.
Yeah, he's got Bianco hidden, he's got Pinna 3 open, and he could do like Lily Pad or something. Or Rico 4 reds, actually.
So now, the interesting thing is, like, Game is also set up for Penna hundreds, and technically by that junction has a lead to both Goldbirds, which Bread is now kind of sad because, like, he can't click multiple things out of column 2. You can only pick 20 from 2 or 3 Fruit Ladies.
Yeah, and it's interesting he's going for 3 fruit ladies. I mean, that's probably the more
That's
it's
I
the
would
more
say that's the
contestable
better
thing.
option,
Yeah.
since it's, 2 or 3 minutes compared to a lot of time in 2 levels.
Yep.
Which you're probably going to want Pinna anyways, as Pinna's in your base, but I don't know. Still delaying 50 is a little bit, just a few coins away from 60.
Yeah, you might as well. It doesn't really matter. You know, game's not doing blues.
That might go in the water.
Ooh.
The angle is a little off, but maybe it worked out. It seems like it worked out.
But yeah, Game Stable has a real chance to steal 6 Pinishines actually from Breadghost base with 5 reds as the column 4 click.
Yeah,
That'd be
like
pretty
Wiggler
good.
6 reds, Penna hundreds, 5 reds, 6 Penna. That would be a really strong set of clicks for Game to win.
Absolutely.
While Bread's just, I wouldn't say happily, but they are committing to Fruit Ladies right now. So
Yeah.
there's a Durian in the water. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, just columns just didn't feel super strong for Breadghost. This kind of, I think part of the credit is to Game setting up extremely well for columns.
Yes.
Um,
And then just never clicking Rico hit.
Hey, it's a wiggler click.
Hey, I mean, that's true. That's perfect because he was about to finish 3 Fruit Ladies, so.
Actually,
It's
yeah, that's brilliant timing, really.
been delayed by like 15 minutes now, so.
Yeah, at this point, the information means almost nothing. It's like you might as well just click it.
Breadghost lost his Durian down the ramp, I guess.
Yep, that's usually where. Oh, okay, he launched it. All
Take
right,
it.
that worked.
Okay, Game did Pin
My-
of 3. Gonna go do Tall Grass for another red. Put them up to 5. So. And they have 4
Oh
punish
yeah,
lines.
tall grass. Yeah, tall grass. You don't really care too much about other Pinishines, but maybe you want to unlock Yoshi and then do Pin hundreds for your 6th, perhaps. Wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, probably just like a Gelato 1R after this, maybe. Or Lily Pad, I suppose. Whatever you prefer.
Is this not the 5th?
This
Am I
is the
crazy?
5th, but
Okay.
you'd also want 6 to click Pin hundreds, so.
Very true. Okay, clicks come out from Breadghost now.
50, 60, and 3 Fruit Ladies for Bread. So tie game, 7-7, still pretty close.
Yeah, it's
I would
just
say.
these are clicks that gamestabled expected or doesn't care about, you know?
Yeah. Game is in a much better position at this point in time, though, since Bread is now locked behind Gelato, Noki, Penna, and Red Coins, which has 1, 2.
Yeah, he already
Just 2.
realizes that he's not winning red coins, which is why he's here doing hundreds. He's not doing hundreds. He's doing links. Okay. All right.
Well, you'll probably end up wanting his Bread, but not right now.
Yeah, I mean, in the future, yeah, that's your goal to take because game doesn't want blues, but
Well, I
I don't know,
suppose you should
man.
have just done this with the hundreds instead of going straight for it.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah,
But, oh well, it's okay.
because you want to get gelato hundreds so that you can contest Goldbird because you are decently close to. Oh, we just exit area. Okay.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I think Bread does need hundreds from Gelato to win this.
absolutely.
I don't see a way around that.
That's what makes the gelato 2 heated earlier even sad, you know, because he could have been in the exact position he's in right now, except oh, he's already done gelato hidden and he can just or gelato hundreds and he can just kind of, you know,
Yeah, never have
get
to go
some
back to
Delfinos, do
Gelato.
Goldbird. I don't know. It's like there's almost enough clicks for him if he had gelato 100 right now and could do Goldbird.
So let's see, 6 reds for game. That'll put him up to 9. Can do Penna hundreds and 6 Penna. That'll put him up to 11. And then we would just need to pick up 2 more goals, which...
Yeah, that's a good question. What does game actually close this out with?
2 hiddens, 1 level.
Oh, game. Oh, no.
Taking a death.
Yep.
That
That was a little awkward. Yeah, Pinna 100, 6 Pinna, 6 Reds. Definitely
I
his
guess
to take at this point.
just episode 8 in Penna at that point. Since that's your, like, next best option, I guess.
I think so. Oh, dang.
No.
Game choking. He
Third
realizes
best
he's
of
in
the
a great
match.
position and just choking it. Feels the pressure. Or Bianco 3. Actually, Bianco 3 Reds is probably the hardest hidden red coins or secret red coins, you know? I think it's literally the hardest one to do fast and like safely.
Okay, yes.
I don't know, like getting like a you can do like a hover to win, you know, like 25 seconds on the timer thing and be fine. But
Yeah,
like if you're trying to do it at all fast, it's like it's really hard.
yeah.
Not
Out of
easy.
the common ones you see, I would probably agree. It's probably the hardest. All right, Gelato 1R is not hard. Penna 2R is not hard. Rico 4R, it's pretty easy, honestly. You'll just don't go crazy on the slopes, but like out of the
I'd agree.
uncommon ones though, like I think Bianca 6R is probably the hardest in the game.
Could be. Yeah. Yeah, actually.
But that comes up very rarely, though I am talking to the one of the people in the league that did Bianca 6R. Oh.
True. Hoverless. Spray I just had a spray nozzle on me. I did Bianco 6R. It was so bad. I didn't realize I could just take the rocket in for safety. Even though I didn't, you know, like want to do rocket reds, you know. What's game doing with all these blues? Or Brad. I guess he wants to trade in another shine.
Hopefully, yeah, I can get into Nokia a little bit
Actually,
faster.
20 from 2? Question mark? Is this his 20 from 2? I thought it was gonna be Rico. I feel like he's got like 15 in Rico and 15 here.
I think he has 20 in Rico, if I'm not mistaken. If not,
Think?
like 19. Has 20 in Bianca for sure, so... game, making a call. Gonna go do
Yeah.
Goldbirds, which getting a lead to Goldbirds and Noki Shines is also just like a great way to just
That's
put the nail in
yeah,
the
that's
coffin.
honestly how he can close this out because he'll probably know that Brett is not really in Pinna and contesting those 6 Pinna or Pinna hundreds. He'll probably know that, and so Noki would be the logical other things to take.
Yeah, he sees 7 links, so he goes, okay, you just got to pin a 1. I will uh concede pin 100s to you in exchange for your Noki value. And I'm
Yeah,
still ahead to 6 pinna, so take that.
yeah. Only thing is he won't be able to click both of those without 2 hins 1 level.
True.
Which, let's see.
Which is
Game
3
can do that in
shines in
Rico.
Rico.
Wait, yeah, game can do that in Rico right now. Am I crazy? He's done Rico hidden, and he can do
Yep.
Rico 4 reds.
3, 4, and 4R.
Oh yeah, this is actually he should have done that as his 6th red coin. I don't know why he
Sure,
didn't.
yeah.
Yeah, Breadghost going for that gold bird. It's the right
Hmm.
kind of thing to be doing, but just a little too late.
Now, game might delay this because he might think that Brett is doing pin 100s after the 7 linked click.
I hope not.
But
When you're up this far, you kind of don't need to delay things.
I don't know, he's only 9 to
There's
8.
some, well, unless there's some huge threat, like
Yeah, because
uh,
now it's getting kind of
oh,
dicey to confirm or win, right? Because there's 200s, some deep Noki, some deep Pinna, right? 2H1L, which is a time consuming thing. Like, confirming the win from either player here is going to be kind of rough. So, delaying is scary. But yeah, there's the both Goldbergs click. So, Bread goes, how do I win this now?
honestly,
Because
I
now
think it's
I'm.
Rico 4R into just deep Pinna, just Pinna episode 8.
How does Bread win this?
Bread needs uh
He needs
he needs to
to
steal
do
one of those
He
three
needs to
things,
do
right?
6 Pinna, 2H1L, Pinna hundreds, 20 from 2. That's only 4 goals.
Yeah, he would need to just rush all of Pinna right now
I think that's the win
and get
con
everything that's possible to get from there.
for Bread.
Um his game will be in Noki for a little bit for the next few minutes here. He has some chance to make up some ground in Pinna, but
Yeah. Bread trading in, but I think for now is going, no bueno.
yeah, with a one shine lead, you don't want to go into Noki at this point. And yeah, realizes Pin is the only way to win. He's got one shine, and like the rest of Pin is not that slow, at least compared to episode 1. So,
He exited
um,
area too out of Pinna.
oh, never mind.
So
This
that's like
is
40 seconds just bled right there, at least.
yeah, dude. Invasion's crazy, man. It was just a crazy good setup from game, and just some mid game, early to mid game choices from Breadghost. Just really
Yeah,
hard prioritize the blues that game didn't want.
I
Just feels
personally
bad.
think that if you're going to prioritize blues on this card with 11 Delfino, then rows are better than columns, for sure.
Oh, absolutely,
And
absolutely.
I still think Bread should have done Gelato hundreds as fourth from Gelato, because then now you're not in this
Yeah,
position where you have to maybe click it and
yeah,
suffer, when you could just suffer through that instead of Gelato 2.
yeah. Really, just the most interesting question this match is why columns? Why columns? But either way, very well played from game. I guess it's not over, but it just like feels like in the next in the
Yeah,
next
so
like 10 minutes it's gonna be
Game has
kind of
4
over.
Pinna Shines with through Pinna 3, right? Or did he? Yeah, he did Pinna 3
Four.
for red.
He has
So,
four. He
oh,
has
he did
four.
4 as well?
Yeah, no, I mean he has done Pinna 2R, so he has 4 shines in
Oh, yes,
Pinna.
4 Shines. Sorry.
Um,
Uh, so yeah, will Bread be able to catch up in the time that it takes game to finish this and Noki 3? Probably not. You're still
not
down
in
a shine.
shine, maybe in progression through the level, but not shine count. So episode 8 is possible for him to take.
Yeah, I think
Oh, it's
Bread
not because
would.
he needs Pin 100.
Yeah, he still needs pin 100s as well. on top of like
Yeah.
6 Penna, 2H1L.
So Brad just has to make the call to not do Pinna 200s and just gamble Pinna 100s until he can get Yoshi, which is extremely hard, but you know, it's kind
Yeah.
of what he has to do.
Which it looks like he is going straight for
Yeah,
the secret.
no, no Pinna 200s, please, thank you.
Man, what a fascinating match, honestly.
Yeah. Also, GameStable's gonna have like 8 red coin shines by the end of this. I question the Bianco 3 red. Oh wait, was that his 3 from 4? No, he did Bianco 4 for 3 from
He did
4.
Bianco 4 for 3 from 4.
I must nitpick GameStabled about something. I have to say negative things.
How does
I mean, he
King...
couldn't have known that Breadghost wasn't going for any reds, right? So I don't know. It's fine.
Game's in this weird spot. So he clicks 4 Noki, and then he has... He can click 1 episode 8, Gelato Hundreds, 2H1L, and that's it.
Well, he'll be able to click 2H1L, and then he'll be able to click 6 Pinna if he gets it.
Yeah, he should just finish in Pinna at that point, I guess.
I think
With
so. So he's got 4 shines. He'll do Pinna
UIG
4.
into 6R.
Well, it wouldn't be 6R, but yeah. Yeah, I think you want to do Rika 4R and then finish up in Pinna. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Breadghost honestly might have enough time.
It's 3 shines
What's
in
that?
Rico plus 2 in Pinna versus just doing 3 in Pinna. For game, since he could just do... Since he already did Pinna 2R, so he could just do Pinna 4, Pinna 6, Pinna 6R.
Never mind. We ignored that Gelato Hundreds is on the board and is a valid click for game.
Okay, game wants
And
to
he
do
can
that.
actually click both that and Hidden Red Serverless. These are both valid. Did he
Yeah,
do... Wait, why is he in episode 2?
yeah, he did
Game?
2 instead of 3, which is
Game.
interesting.
I... Why episode 2, dude?
This match isn't completely over for Bread at this
I
point,
guess.
though.
I guess not. Because Bread gets 6 Pinna. He gets Pinna 100. He gets 20 from 2.
And then just
And he'll
has to
get
win
8,
a
8
episode 8
episodes?
race.
Wait. Wait, this isn't... No,
Because
wait.
that line of 5 wins him the game.
No, wait. Game wins with Gelato 100s and 2 hidden 1 level. Red Ghost would somehow have to get 2 hidden 1 level, like right now. His game just has to do
Well, he
Rico
did Pinna
4R.
2R.
Yeah, but that's gonna take a while to get to 6R, man. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah, but so does Gelato Hundreds, and Game still has
Gelato
to do...
100s is 3 minutes. He's got like all of Pinna to do.
He still has like 3 shines to go, regardless of
Yeah.
Rico or Pinna for
Pinna
2H1L.
3, Pinna 4, Pinna 6, Pinna 6 again. That's 4 shines. In the time the game has to do half
I don't
of
know, I think
Gelato
this is
100s
actually going to be
and...
pretty close, depending on how some gameplay goes.
Maybe game will forget where 100 coins are in Gelato.
Gelato Hundred's kind of not fast and not fun, in my opinion, but I also just hate Gelato in general, and I also hate Hundreds, so it's a recipe for disaster.
Ty Williams is crying right now.
Also, I've done Gelato 100s more times than I'd like to admit in the last, like, week and a half, so...
It's not the worst 100 coin shine. At least it's not Pinna 200s. Like,
No,
can we
but
agree that's the worst 100 coin shine?
Like,
There's nothing worse than that.
Do not enjoy jumping on cataquacks on the beach.
You think that's better? You think that's worse than Pinna 200s?
Probably not by itself, but altogether, in my opinion,
What?
that's an argument.
All right, nothing with the hot takes. I'd like to see you do Pinna 200s 10 times and think, oh yeah, this is fun.
I don't think it's fun, but I also just don't like doing just lots.
At least you get to move Mario and not just spray cannons and cry with RNG.
Just good RNG, forehead.
Yeah, game would be like almost done right now if this was Gelato 3, just saying.
chat disagrees.
Oh, they're disagreeing on 2 or 3? What?
Yes.
Why on earth would 2 be faster? What? The difference is negligible. Okay, well, I might
I know.
be less informed on the subject. It just feels like Gelato 3 is better as a 96 runner and stuff like this. I just feel comfy with it.
Yeah, don't gotta watch a cutscene. It sucks.
You know what my pet peeve is watching bingo these days?
What is your pet peeve
Um,
watching Bingo these days?
Watching people swim without hovering. You know,
Yes.
when you swim through the water, you can just hover and it makes you go faster.
But also, you should just be
Like,
jump diving in general. So,
well, he couldn't like under the
well, yeah,
shed there or whatever.
under the
Yeah,
cabana or the
there's just a lot of point.
track.
Well, even between jump dives, you can be hovering. You know,
I
like
suppose.
it's a free action. You know, it's just hold the trigger. I just cry when people don't hold the R button. Well, I haven't been paying attention to anything Bread's doing. How close is he to pin a 6R?
Just finished Pin of 4. Game needs to make the call to probably do episode 8 at this rate.
Why? He can do Rico 4R.
Did he finish 3?
He got 3 secrets, right, with Rico 4? Am I crazy?
No. He did Bianco,
Oh.
Gelato, and Pinna.
Oh, this changes everything.
That's why I said 3 shines out of Rico and 3 shines out of Pinna.
Mhm.
So I don't think he ever did Rico 3. So he had to do Rico
Oh.
3, Rico 4, and Rico 4R.
Oh. Oh. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is terrible.
Right?
Why
Because
did he
now
do Gelato hundreds? Oh no. Game
Bread's in
no.
5. Game can't click Pinna hundreds, so he has to either commit to 2H1L, 6 Pinna, which he's now down on 6 Pinna.
He's
Uh,
yeah,
and
this is Bread 6 pinna. Oh my. Wait a second. Our commentator here literally doesn't have a brain, can't even figure out what Shine's game's done, so
that's why I wanted him to just go back to Pinna and do UIG at 6 and
yeah,
6R. Because that would have just been a double click
yeah,
at that point,
that would have done it. Wow.
instead of
Okay.
Gelato hundreds.
Man, I cannot believe he. Oh man. There's 6 pinna. Game. Oh man, has to go for episode 8. He. I mean,
Yeah,
okay,
he
so
needs to do UIG into to 8. His saving grace is he doesn't have to do hundreds, which
yeah, and
Bread has to.
Brett needs to realize that hundreds are completely unimportant and just get. Well, no, now it's a 50-50 between episode 8 and two hidden one level, right?
Well, Bread can't do anything other
Oh,
than
Bread can't. Oh,
because
yeah,
Bread can
Brett
only
actually
play
has to.
2H1L and pin hundreds before he can
Wait,
even
never
reach
mind.
20 from 2 and 1 up 8. So the
Yeah.
real call would just be 2H1L first and then pin hundreds into episode 8. But if game just makes the call to just rush
Mm,
episode 8 from here and not bother with the other hidden,
yeah,
he'll be
that's the play that the game has to make and just go to pin 8
This is
because I
also
think
assuming Brett actually got 20 out of Rico. I just am assuming he did. I never got confirmation for that.
me neither. I could potentially go back and check the VOD, but I don't think it'll matter too much at this point. Breadghost doing pin a 6,
He had like
game.
19. He has at least like 18 in Rico
Oh,
for
I'm sure he
sure.
has a lot.
I just don't
For
know if
some
he
reason, I
finished
didn't get a feeling that he had 20.
because he did.
Red Ghost cleared 7. Oh my gosh, he didn't have 7 links. That did not matter though.
No,
If we're being real here,
game never cared.
that never mattered. That
Game
never
never
mattered.
once cared
So
about that.
we can get a moderator person in here, but that did not matter.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think game would ever have gone for that goal, to be honest. But
Oh, for sure, it didn't influence his decisions. I don't think like that. It didn't matter.
that's up to them and moderators after the match.
Oh, I'm sure. Just it's not really a reason for like a pause necessarily. I don't think.
Yeah. But at this point, we'll let them finish. So game now in
Red Ghost doing what I did earlier,
Chapter
pulling a pink Yoshi.
5. Yep, gotta eat a
The
papaya or a
papaya's missing.
pineapple.
No.
Yeah, it's probably at the bottom of the ramp.
I just
Little
realized also
area.
gamestable not doing EYG. Maybe he's not comfortable with it.
Yeah, doing EYG on nerves is a recipe for soft locking. Or
That's very
dying
fair.
100
I mean,
times.
yeah, you really just don't want to miss a soft lock or risk a soft lock when you're on 12 goals and you can just kind of
Yeah, just take
get
the
in
minute
there.
time loss.
Because yeah, the only way that Breadghost can lose episode 8 is by, or sorry, the only way the game can lose episode 8 is by Breadghost doing hundreds and episode 8, which,
Yeah,
yeah,
Brett
it
or
doesn't seem possible.
game would need to do 6R first, and then go to episode 8. Like Bread has to do 6R hundreds and kind of 8. So
Very, very true. Yeah, this
game
was
making
a
it
lot closer than it seemed like it was going to be.
yeah, game making it pretty close here. We'll see what Bread opts to do, if he does 6R or if he'll do hundreds.
But this is kind of where some of those little decisions kind of mattered, like, you know, him doing Bianca 3R when he could have. Never mind, he didn't have Rika 4R open like I kept saying. So maybe not. I was gonna say like, oh, you know, if you'd just not done these shines that you didn't need, then this wouldn't be so close. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I
not.
would have to re-examine those shines under the new knowledge.
Okay, so Bread gonna do Pinna 7 first. This is not guaranteed for game to win, just because like a couple deaths and Pinna 6, and then if he opts to do 6R, could like definitely be Monka S, and then
Yeah,
Pinna 8 kind of sucks. Pretty bad.
Pena 8's a huge scam.
One of the hardest shines in the game to do well, like even
Absolutely.
remotely close to doing well. So yeah, game gonna take it nice and slow. As long as he just takes it nice and slow and just works his way to Pinna 8, he will win the match.
That's a
Dropping
drop spin.
jump. That's definitely a way
Drop spin.
to get Bread back into this, but he's got to do that like
Uh
3 or 4 more times.
yeah, because Breadghost is going back in to do two hidden reds, Harlos. No, that's not the right goal. You know what I mean. Um
That and still has to do pin hundreds
he
and still
still
has to
has
do
to do pin
8.
100,
Yeah, so
so
he needs to do 3 shines, which are all not great shines to do, versus
he
game
made the
doing
same mistake.
this and
No.
7 and 8, which at this rate it's getting pretty dicey.
Game's life count is getting low. He can't afford to die. Uh
There any free one-ups in
no.
here besides the one on the other end of the
Technically,
blue?
but that's absurdly slow to get.
Yeah, that one in. Okay.
I mean,
All right.
there we
Third Sensi
go.
Charm hits the spin jump dive. Still needs to spin jump up to this block and not like instant ledge fall or something.
Oh, I've never seen something like that, but I guess it could happen.
Like off the ice block or something. I don't know.
Uh,
This game's
game.
weird.
Game is so nervous, I can tell.
Okay.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
Bread. Okay, so now he needs to do 6R. Bread needs to delay this perfectly.
Yep.
And then like click it right as he's finishing 6R.
Where's Bread going? Bread?
Nope.
That's not the strat. How many deaths can we get in Pinna 6? Oh my gosh. This is actually Bread delaying it. This is he.
Oh, what
Oh
a rollout.
no.
That's so tragic.
Yeah.
Okay, does game go to 6R? Does he do 7? Okay, does 7. Looking for the up 8 win con.
Yep.
Bread on 0 lives. Don't think he's saved in quite some time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is all or nothing at this point. Hmm. Okay.
I really have no idea how to do Pinna 6 Reds off cycle, so feel bad watching. I'm just like I don't even know what I would do here.
Go slow and not die.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, that's it.
That's
Kind of was going to be the conclusion at this point, but that's going to be GG.
yep.
Yeah, that was
Bread
kind of the conclusion. It was a little prolonged, but
with an FF.
we don't have to watch Pin 8. That's kind of a win in my book.
Balloons suck. Welcome, Breadghost.
Hey,
GG's
Breadghost,
on the
GG.
mat. GG. See if Game wants to jump in for an interview. Tough match.
Very interesting match, and yeah, a tough match for sure.
This card was really interesting, and the starts
Yeah.
both.
We have some questions. We have many questions for both.
I have many questions for myself, honestly.
Welcome, gamestabled. Congratulations on your victory.
Hi, thank you. Um,
Well done.
Ghost, I'm wondering what happened at the end there.
I game over.
Oh, I wasn't
It was
far away.
it was over anyway.
We
You just have to.
witnessed a total of 4 Pinna 6 deaths between the two of you. So
Oh, great.
it
Yeah,
was
well,
it was something.
I mean, it was basically over. He would have won episode 8. I needed to do hundreds as well,
Yep.
still. So
Yeah.
it was like
Yep.
no chance.
Yeah, it didn't affect
If
things. So sorry. I just want to go over the beginning of the match because it was very, very interesting. So, Game Stable did not want 11 Delfino Blues. Breadghost went straight for it. And Game elected to do a lot of setup. Breadghost, what was your thought between rows and columns? Why did you prefer columns over rows?
I honestly I didn't think either one was better than the other. I wasn't sure what I wanted. I clicked 20 Bianco based on the fact that he probably wasn't going to be going for blues after seeing blues clicks, and also I felt like I get to hiddens. Well, I felt like hiddens were safe behind four gelato shines, or not behind, safe if I did four gelato shines. So I could get an extra goal out of that, where with Rose I would have not gotten an extra goal out of that. So
Mm-hmm.
Game, which were you fine with rows and columns too, or did you want one or the other?
I couldn't decide. My game plan at the start was basically like, I'm gonna let him do 11 Delfino. I think if we race to it, I'll lose because I haven't
yeah,
practiced it.
I figured you would do that. I just wasn't sure what you were gonna
Yeah,
go for next.
yeah. So then my decision basically making was pretty much whether I'm in row 5 or column 1. I'm gonna do like the same thing for the first 20 minutes anyway.
Yeah,
So
I
let's
really
just do
liked
that.
what you did in Gelato there with Wiggler and all this stuff. It was a great way to get 4 uniques without having to do Manta, which sucked. And yeah, I'm just really curious seeing you went out of your way to do Rico Hidden and just did not click it for the longest time. That was the first thing you did and just no click. What were you thinking there?
I couldn't decide, and then it was safe for a bit anyway, and then I forgot about it.
You forgot? Oh my
So,
goodness.
but like I wasn't disappointed when it
Okay.
didn't get clicked because like I said, I basically whether it was columns or rows, it didn't really change my immediate
Hmm.
plans.
Yeah, honestly, rows and columns felt fairly balanced here. I think
We
either
we
could
were
work.
losing our minds in the booth because game you had Rico hidden and weren't clicking it, and then Bread had 20 Bianco and weren't clicking it, and then it was like also like a
Yeah.
race at the same time because Bread's 20 from Bianco was like a little under average, and then game you died once in a Rico 2, which like shot you 40 seconds back, and then it was like, oh, this is so close. Is game gonna get rose or is he gonna get stuck with columns? And then you guys just didn't click the columns.
It was so
That's really funny.
anticlimactic. I cried really hard. Oh
Side, I was like
man.
20. There's 20 from 2, and I'm like, I could get that with 20 Bianco, but then I was like, what if he takes 20 Bianco? And I'm just like, yeah, I had 20 from 2. I just never got around to clicking it. Was everything at the end was just terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely thought you did.
I was pretty scared at the end because, you had literally no reason to click pin 100s or 20 from 2. So I had no way of knowing if you had those goals.
Hmm.
And so I was
How
kind of
much?
anticipating the quadruple snipe.
Yeah, how much pinna did you have when you clicked Auto 100? I'm really curious.
I had episode 3 and
Okay,
I
yeah,
had
that's done
And
then.
and
four.
2R.
Yeah, four shines out
But
of
six
10.
six pin didn't end up mattering too much.
Okay.
Um, game at the end. Why did you pick Gelato hundreds over doing 6 pinna plus 2 hiddens from one level with pinna? Because that would have been 3/4 shines instead of Gelato hundreds and then a Monka S ending.
yeah, good point.
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And Breadghost, why did you pick Gelato 2 over Gelato hundreds
I thought
for
Gelato
double
100 was
kill?
too slow. I thought Gelato 100 was too slow.
Okay.
I was really scared with 3 hiddens because I figured he had done Rico hidden at this point. And so I was scared maybe he has other hiddens progress. He's probably in gelato doing hiddens. He could click 3 hiddens pretty much. And like I saw 3 fruit ladies. Like I was like, what goal could he click in column 2 to get 3 hiddens? And I saw fruit ladies. I was like, that's really fast. He could take that and take 3 hiddens. So I was like, I just need to get it.
It was actually really interesting, the threat of 3 fruit ladies from the beginning of the game, that game could do at any point, but just was like, nah, I don't want to do the slow thing. I'll just.
We were
Well,
talking
I'm
about
assuming.
fruit ladies for so
assuming.
long.
But yeah, it seemed like the
Yeah.
obvious thing to do.
3 fruit ladies scared me into clicking Wiggler a lot earlier than I kind of wanted to.
Mm.
Especially after
delayed
the
for
4
like
gelato
15 minutes.
shines.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah, but
42
still,
minutes or something before you clicked it. Like, I
it
don't
was
know.
in my base and it's Wiggler. Like, I don't know. I didn't want to click it, but especially once he had a or column 3 click and 4 gelato shines and fruit ladies was right there. I don't know. It was I couldn't wait any longer.
Yeah. Yeah, it just scared me into hiddens, and I didn't do Gelato 100 because of that. I know I probably should have done Gelato 100. That was in my original plan.
Mm.
But then I was just like, this is too slow. I'm gonna lose 3 hiddens.
Yeah,
And I'm
column
behind
3.
and I'm behind the levels because of that. So
Column 3 is super rough, and I think, you couldn't have known this necessarily, but column 3 was really rough for column 5 to break into. Obviously you only got the one, and maybe you're about to do pin hundreds, but column 3 was just kind of rough from your side, just being the blues guy.
Yeah, and you
mhm,
were
Oh,
also down like 2.5 shines for both Goldbirds, which kind of hurt. So
yeah. I
it
didn't
didn't
I
matter
didn't
because
think it.
oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I had 0 links, but did you did you forget half a link
No,
or something?
I forgot half a LinkedIn pin, and apparently no one noticed. So
Very
Nope.
nice.
nope.
very
Eagle-eyed
it
commentators.
was
we
it was
took we
it was
took
fairly
one look at Brad doing links. We took one look at Game picking up 0 blues, and we're like, all right, sure, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
like
didn't matter.
it was very serendipitous that it happened to end in Pita 6, and I saw the X. I'm like, oh, I don't have this. It's like,
Yeah,
That's
uh,
really funny.
yeah, that was kind of
Yeah, it
something
doesn't
that.
matter because I had 0. So
yeah,
Yeah,
and
I was curious why you prioritized it, considering you probably knew Bread or Game didn't care too much about links.
I don't
Did you
know.
think he did, or
I
okay?
thought I thought Game would be ahead to episode 8, honestly. So I was like
Mm.
not wanting to push that. I mean,
It's a hard
there were.
call. Like
I
you're
mean,
you're behind and you're trying to make 50/50s. I don't blame you. I'm just curious. So
yeah, I don't know. I feel like yeah, it probably would have been better if I had just done the Pita stuff. But then I would have lost some other things. I feel like I don't know. Well, maybe not
I don't
though.
know.
Because
I
I
mean,
mean, I was ahead of
potentially
time.
without doing 7 links, because you had to go to a couple levels to do it. Potentially without that, you get your 2 hidden from one level, pin 100, maybe even episode 8. I don't know. Maybe.
Mm,
I don't know. But
yeah.
It would
it's
have
hard to tell.
been,
I guess I
yeah.
should have guessed. I should have like figured that Game wouldn't go for blues at all. So I mean, that crossed my mind, but I was like, nah, he might be trying to contest it to like make
Yeah, I
sure
was
he has
thinking
a
that
foothold.
the entire time. I was like, Brad probably thinks he's doing no blues, but then in the back of his mind, he's like, but what if he's doing
Yeah,
blues?
I mean,
I
I was
7 links
appreciated the
doesn't
sort
take
of
too much time, so it's a reasonable thing to guess.
I liked the metagame aspect of this. That in our game 1, I like did like blues was like kind of how I like won that match. And I was like, I hope he's nervous that I'm doing blues again, even though I'm not.
I mean that's not really what I was thinking of. I mean, that did cross my mind too that we are kind of swapping here, but I didn't think that you were doing blues. But in the back of my mind, yeah, like you gotta assume the worst. Like, what if my opponent has 20 from 2 and it's just split play or something? I don't know. That doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense in this part, but uh, would I have at least one Pita 6 hidden, or you probably weren't going for that? So,
Nah,
You would have won 2 items one level since game would have gone for pin 8 probably.
mhm.
yeah, the FF came when I think Shadow Mario was dead, but it was
Yeah.
around that time.
So an unfortunate game over, but you also saved
It didn't
us
matter.
and game the pleasure of doing pin 8, which is
Oh yeah, frick that level. That would have sucked.
Yes.
kind of bad,
Yes.
kind of a bad shine. So
No pin 8.
Yeah, I mean it was basically over. So
alas,
yeah.
game stabled taking the set 2-0 over Breadghost in Division 3 semis and moving on to Division 3 finals against Yato, I believe, since Yato won in their end against Zale. So it will be a Yato versus gamestabled seed 1 and 2
that is going to be an exciting match, I think.
for Division 3.
More excited than Breadghost for Yato for sure.
Looking forward to that game.
Yeah, I am. I like playing against Yato. We played the last time we played was to determine first or second seed for Div 3, I think. So it's nice to now meet in finals.
Who was the first seed actually?
Yato was.
Oh, okay. That'd be interesting.
All right.
Do you think you can overcome Yato's plot armor this season?
That's the scariest part. That's the worst thing about playing against Yato is you kind of want him to win, but you know.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I even let him win. Yeah, that's right. I let him win. Kipo.
Insert copy pasta here.
Please do.
Yeah. Well, really good match. Really interesting card.
Yep.
Good watch, in my opinion. Also, us just losing our minds and then us not knowing what we're talking about half the time. So, thank you for watching. We have more matches tomorrow. Starting at 12:30 p.m. And we're going to be rating Rudira. So, thanks everyone for watching, and please stay tuned for more play.